Hi, it's the 25th of June and I'm going on my summer holidays, and I've come down to Ebbsfleet International to catch the 1342 or something or other to Paris, and from there have 3 days in Paris, then catch the train from Paris to Zurich, have 3 days in Zug or Bar, very appropriate place to go to, outside of Zurich, and then from Zurich we're going to go train to Munich and then down to Bad Rickenhall, which is in the Berchtesgaden. So follow me and see how I get on. That was a turn up for the book, so I actually set the alarm off, and I took my wallet out, I took my keys out, I took my belt off, I took my camera out, took everything out. My wife, who always sets off the bloody alarm, went through scot-free. Apparently I've got a forfeit to pay. Can't remember what it is though, fortunately, nor can she. I'm not by the yellow line. This is the 1342, and it's one of the new ones. So, we're now 25 minutes into the journey and we're going through the Channel Tunnel. That's why it... I'm going to have to edit that. And here's a view of going through the tunnel. Yes, very exciting. I'll video again when we get to France and see a bit of the French countryside. We've now arrived in France, and there's nice embankments like there are in England. Oh look, here's an open scene. There's lots more trees than I remember. They must have grown since I was last here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paris. The local time is 15:41. We arriving at Paris.
Will you be quiet? I'm trying to record the... I'm trying to recording it. No, this is going, I'm going to record this. No.
Thank you for traveling with your family.
I hope we're not staying up there, look.
So I've arrived at Paris, dead on time. And now I've got to exit the station, and hopefully I don't get my wallet stolen this year. I have padlocked up my briefcase on my rucksack. Stars in a row. Yeah. The journey continues today after 2.5 days in Paris in the number 65 bus to take us to Gare Lyon. I can see it across the other side of the road. Be here shortly. The Gare Lyon train station, and that bus going past is the 65 we just caught. So next train catch is the 1142 to Zurich. So we've arrived with 20 minutes to spare. The train is advertised, the 9213 1145 to Zurich HB, TGV Lara, waiting just to a 360 degree view of the inside of Gare Lyon station, which is quite attractive. So there we have the Montreux Jazz Caf Bar, the Train Brew Cafe up the top. That's the entrance we came in. We've got Relay, used to have one of those at Cannon Street, don't think we do anymore. Now it's taken over by Smith's. and all the passengers waiting with their suitcases. And there's the platforms.
Attention, le TGV Lyria 9213, départ 11h45 à destination.
Now it's platform C, and pardon, Beverly?
Just Ben, which coach are we in? 16?
15, I said.
We've got no water.
Oh, we want a train, Beverly. We can buy something. Bird. Now, due to leave now. Just passing through. It's 5 to 5, and we're just approaching Zurich, and we are about half an hour late. I wonder if they do delay repay on SCNF trains. Got to catch another train now.
Okay. Which platform?
Oh, I don't know, let Charlie sort that out.
Oh,
I just hope I've got the right ticket. Oh, there's an interesting little train here. It's Saturday the 1st of July, and we're back at Zurich station for the next leg of the journey, where we're going to catch the 909 to Munich. Leaves from platform 10, and we're just having a coffee before catching the train. Inside Zurich station, I imagine that this was the original train shed before they extended the station. There's over 40 platforms here. There's 44 platforms. I think that does include some of the metro, which are downstairs. So that's it. It's the first coach. This is it. This is our train, and it's the first coach, 302, which is here. Yeah, it is not our train. That engine is not our train. That's just the shunter that brings the coaches in. So as I said earlier, the train leaves at 9:09 and it arrives at Munich at 13:28. So it's a long old journey. But we go through Lindau, which is a great little place on the Border Z. It goes onto onto an island almost, and then it reverses back out again. We go to Winterthur, Wil, St Gallen, Bregenz, Lindau, and then it must be fast to Munich. Oh no, Oh no, it stops at Menigen as well, and Backlog. And we're off. Dead on time. Nice big windows. Actually see out there. Oh no, that's one of those little shunter trains. I expect that engine you saw was the one that delivered the train from its original destination. Huge signal box there. Winterthur. I think it's how you pronounce it. This is the last station in Switzerland.
Die neu zugestiegenen Fahrgäste.
Just crossed into Germany. I think I mistakenly said that we'd crossed out of Switzerland into Germany, but in fact we're in Austria. This little strip of land between the Swiss border and the German border, which is Austria. After consulting with the map.
Team begrüßt die neu zugestiegenen Fahrgäste im Eurocity nach Lindau, Memmingen, München Hauptbahnhof und wünscht Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. The train crew would like to welcome passengers who have just joined us on this Eurocity to Lindau, Memmingen, Munich main station and wishes you a pleasant journey.
We've arrived at Lindau, which is the end of the line, and they're going to have to change the engines, which must be these two here. So we're replacing one engine with two, by the looks of things. My wife got a bit worried when I told her I was going to get off the train, but we do stop here for 7 minutes. Apparently it's a really nice town. It was on, Michael Portillo did this town on his continental rail journeys. We're going to have something to eat on the train. We're going to have a choice of Swiss cheeses and antipasta and curd hams, beer and 2 beers, so that we can use up our Swiss francs, and they're going to bring it to us at our table. So this is our lunch, and it's quite nice. We are now travelling through Germany, and they've got embankments. To Munich, it's early. They had announced that we were likely to be late.
46 platform 14, please exit on the right.
I got an email from the German railway company telling me our train's been changed, but 13:55 is still running from Munich. So I imagine it's the connection at Freilassing that's not actually running, and therefore I'd rather wait at Freilassing than wait here. Yeah, it's a bit like I'd rather wait at Blackheath than I would at Lewisham. Works going on inside the station, ballast hoppers. 13:15 isn't running because of the engineering works on platform 11 where that ballast train was and the diesel. So we're having to wait for the 14:17, which takes us to Freilassing. I think it's pronounced one, I'm sure that's wrong. And there we have a 3-minute connection time between our train to Bad Reichenhof, and there's one train an hour, and this is advertising that the train is 10 minutes, running 10 minutes delay. So it looks like we're going to miss our connection and have an hour's wait at Freilassing. Maps, the diagrams of the train formations, and if you look under 1417, EC115, yeah, see it? And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 coaches long, and first class is at the front. Yeah, and then down here, there you've got the timetables here. And they change them every day. So this is our train arriving.
Information zum EC 88 von Verona. Ankunft 14:26 Uhr, heute Einfahrt am Gleis 18. Ich wiederhole, EC 88 von Verona, Ankunft 14:26 Uhr, heute Einfahrt Gleis 18. Gleis 18 Information, ICE 594 nach Berlin, über Augsburg, Ulm, Stuttgart, Abfahrt 14 Uhr.
Interesting that these containers on the trucks over here are actually trailers with wheels. You can actually see the wheels, the tyres. At least I can in real life. I don't know if you can through the video.
It's you.
Whoever's listening. 1 minute to 5, we arrived at Bad Reichenhall, so not quite yet in Austria. That will come later. So behind me is the train we just arrived on. That's going off down to the Berchtesgaden, and it's raining behind me. Well, not raining yet. We're back at Freilassing. It's 3:25, and we're going to catch the last train of our connection to take us into Austria and Salzburg. It's due at 37. So this is the train that's taking us to Salzburg. It's only about a 20-minute stop, and all the stops are in Austria, and they're all in Salzburg. Arrived in Austria in Salzburg. It's not Happenhof station. We'll catch a train back from there, but we're getting off here at this station, Salzburg Mulln-Alstadt. So this is the main Salzburg Happenhof railway station. Returned from our holiday, and as a postscript, just as I'll tell you what's happened. We left Bad Reichenhall and caught the 7:40 train to Freilassing, where we were due to catch the 8:08 train to Munich. It was advertised, but it was running a little bit late. We checked to see where we had to stand on the platform and waited for the train. It duly came in, but it was the display on the front of the train advertised a different place, which was only half an hour down the line. Fortunately, the doors opened and there was a guard, so I said, "Is this the Munich train?" And she said, "In a roundabout way, but you'll have to catch a bus to Rosenheim." And I said, "Well, my ticket doesn't say anything about a bus." And she said, "Well, that's what you have to do." She stood aside to let us on, and obviously she wanted us to get on the train, but I said I wanted a direct train, and she said, "Well, you have to wait for the next one," which wasn't until 9:20. When the train departed, the Munich sign disappeared and we were sort of temporarily stranded. Went to the ticket office at Freilassing, which was fortunate they had one. Gentleman there rescheduled all my tickets on the German railways, rebooked me seats, and gave me an itinerary which would see me arrive at Paris just 3 minutes before our Eurostar train was due to leave. So I had to rebook my Eurostar tickets, which they charged me £324. So all in all, it cost me almost £470 to go from Paris back to Ebbsfleet for 2 of us. Because basically what they do, they charge you the going rate on the day, deduct what you've already paid, and then charge you £30 administration fee, which I consider as a total rip-off because I had to do it all online. There was no human involvement, and in fact, if you wanted to phone them up, you'd have to pay £10. But anyway, we got home and everything was finished, apart from the fact that I have sent them an email of complaint, so it'd be interesting to see what happens. Anyway, that's holidays done for 1 year. Roll on next year.